Can't imagine being a nurse who's precepting a student and intentionally probing them with very personal questions, asking them a million things, all while knowing that I'm intentionally going to go to their clinical instructor in order to get them in trouble and ultimately be the cause of getting them kicked out of their program.
Oversharing can get you fired. So there's this girl on TikTok. She's a nursing student. So she came out to share her story about how she got fired doing clinicals because she was talking to another nurse, the nurse that was supposed to be training her. They was talking and then they share personal stories between themselves, and the nurse went back and reported her, and her program now dismissed her from the program. So I'm going to show you her video right now.
So a racist white girl in Kentucky ruined my life. She works in ICU, and basically, me and her were like this off the bat. I thought. So our patient was really low need, so there was a lot of just free time, and we talked about a lot of things. She was in my business heavy. She really was. But also, I'm an open book, unfortunately, and I do tend to overshare and overtalk. And so she asked me questions. I was answering the questions. She was like, "Oh my gosh, so do you have any plans for when you graduate? You know where you're gonna go?" Yeah, I'm going to New York. I have a job waiting for me. I'm so excited. She was like, "I wish I could go to New York. Like, it sounds like so much fun." She's like, "Yeah, like I can't. I'm getting married." I did tell her I travel a lot. I did tell her I have a new Jeep. I have a nice car, and she kept on asking me like, "Oh my gosh, how do you make all your money, girl? Like, how do you make all your money?" I shared with her that I had an abortion because my ex was crazy and would literally beat my ass. So I had to get an because I couldn't, do that. I shared with her because I felt that I could, and we were talking about it anyway. She had mentioned something along the 6 hours we were talking. Directly after, she went to my clinical instructor and told my clinical instructor that I people for money. She told my clinical instructor that I like dating married men, and I don't mind getting from them. She's telling my clinical instructor this crazy, absurd things. She said that I was trying to get at the married doctor who hit on me. I told her explicitly that I was uncomfortable with sitting on me because he was married. She just took everything and told them everything that I pretty much didn't say. The clinical instructor intern never came to me. Denise never came to me. She never asked if it was true. She immediately escalated it. I guess because another nurse I was assigned to who complained about me the week before, saying that I wanted to talk about heated topics and it made her uncomfortable. I brought up how it's sad that Alex Preddy and Renee Good got shot wrongly.
Can I tell you how many times I've already said this over and over again? You guys share way too much information, okay? As a nursing professor myself, I'm going to tell you these universities and colleges have contracts and partnerships with these hospitals. If for some reason you coming into their institution, okay, as an instructor, as a nursing student, and they don't like what you're doing or saying, they will get rid of you. It's not just the nursing students, okay? It's the clinical instructors as well. So you all need to stop talking so much.
Students, y'all have to realize that nobody is your friend. When you are a clinical, you are there to do a job. Those you are precepting with, they are working. You are there training for a job. You should not even be discussing your personal business, your marriage, your kids, your school, what you do for fun, what you do for work with preceptors. Nursing students already walk a thin line already. And the fact that we have social media and all these things now, you have to be very, very careful because people are very evil and vindictive and are not wishing you the best. So go to those clinical sites. I'm here to do my work. I'm here to learn. That is it. That's all. Your personal life, what you do on the weekends, what you do after 4:30 is nobody's business. Therefore, if it's nobody's business, no one can use it against you. You're not at clinical to make friends. You are at clinical to learn. You can be friendly, but you are not there to make friends.
I don't care how friendly someone is, especially nurses. Coming from a 20-year nurse, keep your mouth closed. Whether you're a seasoned nurse or a new nurse, a student nurse, keep your mouth closed. Nurses are some of the worst people to tell your business to. Not myself, because I'm genuine. But nurses who I've come across over my 20 years, keep your mouth closed. They will do you wrong. They will try to take your place. They also will spread your business to other nurses and family members, etc. At the end of this student nurse lost her position in nursing school
If you are a nursing student and you're watching this video right now, this is your friendly reminder to keep your mouth shut at clinicals about anything regarding your personal life. Yeah. Now, am I surprised at all that a precepting nurse took any information that a nursing student said to her, ran with it, twisted it, told the clinical professor the complete opposite of what this nursing student said? No, I'm not shocked or surprised by that at all. But am I surprised at the type of information that was exchanged within a 6-hour period between this nursing student and the clinical precepting nurse? Yes, absolutely. It was very, very detailed, deep, personal information that genuinely I just can't fathom sharing with someone I do not know. When you go into clinicals as a nursing student, none of the people who work there, whether they make you feel like it or not, are your friend. None of them are your friends. They have no loyalty to you at all whatsoever. And when you go into these clinical sites as a nursing student, you are being watched and scrutinized very heavily, because a lot of times that is going to be the easiest way for you to secure a job after nursing school, by making relations and showing that you have good work ethic in the departments that you were doing clinicals at. As a nursing student, you really need to remind yourself that you can very easily and very quickly be blocked from applying to a department that you are doing clinicals at simply because a nurse didn't like you and communicated that to a manager. Being a nursing student is already incredibly hard. Do not make it harder by giving people information that they could use against you. While you're a nursing student, keep quiet about your personal life. Do not add anybody on social media until after you have graduated, and do not talk poorly about anybody. I'm saying this as a chronic oversharer myself. I have been burned too many times by people I thought were my friend. Just keep your head down, do your work, and just work hard, and everything will be okay. The goal is just to graduate.
I want to talk about the lady who was outing her coworker, another Kentucky nurse, for basically gathering information on her, pretending to be her friend, and then snitching on her to her superiors. For context, this is a black nurse. The person that snitched on her was a white nurse. And I don't know how many times I have to say that your coworkers are not your friends, okay? And that's not to say that you can never be friends with somebody at a job. Clearly, a lot of people can do that and it works out. A lot of my friends are from past jobs and I'm super, super thankful. But those are it's a very rare situation where you can find someone that's genuinely wanting to be your friend and it works and they're not jealous of you. And especially when you work so hard for your nursing license, you have to be careful what information that you tell a person. Yes, you may think, oh, we're here for 8 to 12 hours a day, I can trust this person. You can't trust anybody. You don't know their background. You don't know if they're conservative. She told this girl that she had an abortion. How do you know that this woman is not a conservative woman who was just deeply offended by what you said, which is probably what happened. That's why she told on you. And everybody in the comments has been telling her, which I'm going to tell her, honey, you talk way too much. And this is coming from somebody that also talks way too much. And my mouth also got me in trouble at my job. And being awkward coupled with that just did not help. You're there to work, okay? Maybe be cordial, have a little bit of kiki, but you can never, ever get too comfortable. I've learned that lesson time and time again, and I'm hoping that people can also learn that lesson and say, hey, even if they're your same color, not even your same, you just have to be careful because you never know what people's intention are. And then coming online and pulling out the girl's name, I don't know if she got fired, but pulling out this girl's name is not going to make the situation better. Sometimes you just have to take the L and move forward, because now the internet, yes, is on your side, but what if they go find that girl, harass her? And now your license really is going to get took because they're going to say you made a video on social media talking about her. You got to take your L, sister, and you have to know who you feel like you could trust. But in the beginning, you can't trust the soul. You can't trust the soul because now look, egg on your face.
And to my nursing students, I don't care how cool you think your preceptor is, don't do it. And some of them will pry, but let me help you. Oh my God, are you dating anyone right now? Actually, right now, I'm just more focused on my studies. Oh my God, so then how do you deal with the stresses of nursing school? Honestly, I'm not really stressed. I'm more grateful for this opportunity. Oh my gosh, you're better than me. I would have never made it through nursing school without Tuesday nights at that little bar down the street. You should try it. I've actually never been much of a drinker, but I'm glad you found something to get you through. Oh my gosh, do you know what specialty you want to go into? Honestly, I have a few in mind, but I'm really more focused on trying to grasp this information right now. Oh my gosh, are you on TikTok, Instagram? What's your at? I don't really do socials right now. I'm more focused on my nursing studies. You see that? You see that? Keep it cute. Don't give them too much. Listen, you are on trial till the day you walk across that stage and you get your diploma. Don't give anybody a reason, okay? Nobody.
Getting into nursing school is very, very hard. You know, you work so hard to get in. and then you didn't get dismissed because of your academics. You didn't get dismissed because of something related to school. You got dismissed because you can't keep your mouth shut. This is really sad to me. Like, I feel bad for her. I feel bad that this happened to her. I just kind of feel like this also is supposed to be like a teachable moment. I'm pretty sure she have learned her lesson in a big, big, expensive way, but I think her coming out to share her story is going to make other people be quiet at work. Your co-workers are not your friend. And the thing is, she wasn't even your co-worker. I am very, very sorry that this happened to you, but oversharing have cost a lot of people their jobs, their marriages, and I hope people learn something from other people's stories. Stop oversharing online, at work, to strangers. Stop oversharing. Be mysterious. Be mysterious. Have people guessing about you. You know what I mean? But anyways, let me know what you think about this story down in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video.